Okay, so today my teammate and I are going to present to you the differences between American accent and the British accent. Now let us start with the sound O. In American, it sounds like O, but in British, it starts with the schwa sound and makes it the sound like O. Yes, and let's just get to some examples. It's easier to understand. And in American accent, we pronounce this word as no. But in British accent, it is no. Now, I know it's hard to recognize the differences between the two accents in this case, but there is a small tip here. In British accent, there is less jaw drop. That means when you say, as you say no in American, your jaw doesn't have to drop as many as the American accent, which makes the British accent way is like this. You can try it like this by putting your hand below your cheek, and then chin, sorry, cheek, okay, chin, and then pronounce it like this, like no.
No.
That way your jaw doesn't drop as much as the American way. And then the next example is 3 O words. In American accent, we say it as don't go alone. But in British, it's don't go alone. I know it's hard to recognize the differences, but you know, it's British accent, so it's supposed to be very special. Okay, and then the next is, the sound ah in American, like hot. But in British, there is a totally different sound, a totally different vowel sound that is sounded like oh. And so in American accent, you speak as hot. But in British accent, you speak as hot. And this one is much more different than the previous one. And then the next word in American, we pronounce it as honest. And then in the British way, it's honest. And then mom. And British way, mom. Really? Mom. And then American way, top. British way, top. Now, and then let's welcome another teammate to pronounce it, to present to you the next one.
And next part, I will introduce the pronunciation of A in American and in British pronunciation. That's A. So there are a little bit difference in American and British English and in American pronunciation, the A will be, for example, can will be can. There are a little bit schwa sounds in can. So and in British pronunciation, the can will be can. So so the schwa sound in American English will be dropped in the British pronunciation. So let's say that again. Can in American English, and in British it will be can. So no schwa sound. Okay, and the next one is ham. As the can, the ham will be ham in English in American English. So in British there will be ham. So no schwa sound. And the last one is thanks in American English. But in British English, the N sound will be dropped in British English. So there will be thank. So no N sounds in British English. So okay, next one. will be the sound. I will introduce sound in British and American English. So in American English, the girl will be girl, just girl. But in British, it will be bell. So the R sound is always being dropped in British English. So the word will be wow, and first will be fast, and first will be hot, yes, and the person will be person, person. So and the words will be was. So the 6 words in this section, the R sound will be dropped in every word. So okay. And for our conclusion, there will be 4 differences in American and British pronunciation. So that's our.
I'll present the first one. The first is O. If you may speak it after me. O.
O.
And then the next one is O.
O. O.
And the next is Ah.
Ah.
And then the British one is O.
O.
And can will be can in British English. So repeat after me.
British
Can.
first or American first?
Huh?
American way first.
Oh, okay, American way first. Can.
Can.
And in British will be
Can.
can. And in American is have.
Can.
In British will be have.
Have.
And in American will be thanks.
Thanks.
And in British will be
Thanks.
thanks. And after all, the R will be dropped.
Drop.
It will be dropped. Okay. That's
Now, and at last I'll tell you something interesting about the British accent. And as you might know, the British accent is also nicknamed the gentleman's accent because it sounds more elegant in some people's understanding. And then there's one very interesting fact that have any one of you ever seen the movie The Hobbit?
Uh-huh.
The Hobbit. You know, when they're choosing the actors, they made it a rule that the actors need to have a British accent to actually be in the movie. So if you want to learn how to pronounce British accent correctly, go watch The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And yeah, I think is there anything else? No. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you, everyone.